last days. Families, homicides, and narrates. Different ways, from the cradle to the grave. Pandemics, sickness, I'll be a witness to.
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm officially ashamed to even be considered a white American.
Oh. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
I just made a video about this. Go check it out.
So the ancient Egypt, the original one, not the one that we know of today, is actually in America. I know. It's hard for me to wrap my head around.
The land of the eagle, the Garden of Eden, Atlantis, all references to what we know as America. America, the Egypt before Egypt of Kemet or Mizraim.
Mummies are not found in Egypt, as most of us think, but from part of the narrow coastline of Chile and the Atacama Desert. 282 Chinchorro mummies have been found.
With the crown in Sedona, okay? These things are real, you guys, and nobody's on here trying to make you believe it. You have to see these things for yourself. The lion heads are in Sedona. The rocks have been worn. Look at the Olmec, the statue of the Olmecs in Sedona, you guys. Sedona, Arizona.
This is Atlantis.
What is Brahma Temple? What is Deva Temple? And let's get Chepos. That's the name of the pyramids in Egypt. Pyramids right there. Isis Temple. That's one of the original fallen angels. Isis is the person that took Osiris's pieces. Remember, Podesta held up the 14 and the fish.
Message.
And that's Isis that turned herself into a crow and flew around. Wait, it gets worse. Trust me. Buddha Temple, Manu Temple. These are all religions. Wait. Shiva, the creator and destroyer. There's Osiris, her husband, like Horus.
All the fallen in Babylon.
Peace, people. I figured it out. The Grand Canyon was our home. Grand Canyon is our home. Until they cut these trees down many centuries ago. They cut the trees down. That's where our energy and power came from, was the Grand Canyon.
Singing birds. These are bird beings, you guys. Again, bird beings are in the rocks. These are ancient temples in Sedona from ancient Atlantis. They try to say that Atlantis is a fable, is a myth. No, it is not. It predates Kemet.
You know that there were indigenous black people in the Americas, and they were Moorish black people, and that the chopping of the cherry tree of George Washington was him officially cutting off their inheritance and their history.
Massachusetts. Another name for it was Comasakunkanit, which Jerusalem, which is Jerusalem, also known as Fez Huetas or Old Fez, which is actually New York. Bethlehem, as I mentioned, is actually Pittsburgh, and Idumea or Edom is Virginia. Now, Marrakesh at that time was Philadelphus or Philadelphia, which was both, this was a part of Mauritania or Mauritania, and Mauritania was actually in North and South Dakota, here in North America. And of course, Marrakesh, as I said, was Philadelphia, and Marrakesh, which later became known as Morocco, means sons of Cush. Barca, which, by the way, Barca is another name or an ancient name for Chicago. And after Barca, it became known as Libya or Ludim. And the people, the Moorish people, were known as Lahabim at that time. The Guayni Cuna, known as Panama, Maco Tucano Witoto, known as Colombia, Yunamam, Arwa Carib, Venezuela, Utuapaque Pima, Mexico, Maya, Guatemala, Araucanian, Chile, Diaguita, Bolivia, and Apibon, Paraguay.
Indigenous woman, not native.
You think about indigenous people, the story, they've been befriended and then
we're the indigenous people.
You know why? Because
they preceded being here 1619. Project 1619.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to say that's when we were first here. Yeah. We can go all the way back to the early 1500s to prove that we were. You think they really want to talk about us being in America before the slave trade? No. That's a conversation they don't want to have.
Memphis is now
becoming the most populated with African Americans.
Indigenous Americans.
Say that again?
Indigenous.
Okay.
Really? You are? You have no idea how hard it is in the job hunt for an African American. You wouldn't know that because you're Caucasian.
You are not African. You're American.
Okay, let's not get technical, all right? I'm of African descent.
Are you calling me a liar?
Calm down.
Don't you ever call me a liar.
Whoa, I never called you a liar.
Technically, you did.
Oh!